Hello again, heretics. Man, look at this headline. Final Fantasy Origins Normie Fboy scores more stylish gear as you play. Somebody wrote that down and submitted it to their editor. Now, I would believe that's possible. Maybe one night they sit down and they were enjoying their cool, refreshing Zima, got a little drunk halfway through the bottle, and actually hit submit on that headline. But then the editor had to go ahead and approve it. Kotaku has either lost it or they are really after those clicks. I mean, what an odd insult to choose, an F-boy. It says here, Strangers of Paradise lead still looks lame, but at least his fits improve. I guess that means outfits. Is that how you kids say it today? Hey dude, nice fit. I thank God that I'm older. I'm sorry, but F-boy is just an insult I've never found any sense in, and I've only heard very specific people say it, and there's a reason for them using that insult. I mean, listen, every time I've heard somebody use that insult, it came from a Puritan. Here the author says, and I think this covers it right here, that they think the game would have been better if Square Enix had revealed the game with the lead looking maybe 30% less F-boy. How do you quantify this? I want to know his unit of measure on this. No one wants to play a Final Fantasy game as their sister's first scumbag boyfriend after she left for college. Ooh, I think we found the issue. Did somebody get pumped and dumped? Is someone a little upset that men aren't vending machines that you put sex into and get relationships out of? Is that what happened here? And I've heard people use this insult, F-boy, as if it's some kind of huge insult, like it's some kind of burn, like, ooh, I got you, totally owned, bro.
Oh, it's a deep burn. Oh, it's so deep.
Seriously, what kind of insult is that? Oh man, women want to have sex with you and you don't even have to give them a relationship? What a loser. What an F-boy. What kind of person can stay single and still have sex with multiple women? What an incel, right? And before you come in here and say, well, actually, F-boy means take your actually and shove it right up your ass. Too often, I see people try to define a term with one definition, but then totally use it as another. I've seen and heard it used enough to know what it means. And frankly, when it comes down to it, if you don't like F-boys, stop sleeping with them. Now, let's return to the article. What is it about this character that induces such ire as to call them a normie F-boy? The author, Ian Walker, has made it pretty clear that he has a problem with the way that this person looks. And why does he hate the look so much, other than looks like the guy who took his sister out on a quote-unquote date on Wednesday night at her place, probably? Well,
Can you describe the perpetrator to me, ma'am?
Yo, he look like a man.
he almost literally looks like that alpha male meme who just says yes. Maybe I can put a picture of that up on the screen. Yeah, he certainly doesn't fit the usual Final Fantasy type. You can tell this is a guy. He looks like probably an American, maybe a former Marine. When you look at him, this is Jack, by the way. When you look at Jack, there's no question of what you're looking at. You're looking at a guy who's going to hit you in the face with a sword. He certainly does lack the wild, all over the place hair, the outfits that, is kind of like, how does that stay on? This part of the article says, it's a Souls-like game that takes place in the world of the original Final Fantasy. Sounds really cool, right? Well, the excitement of this E3 2021 announcement was dampened considerably by the game's ostensible heroes, a casually dressed group led by a boring, chaos-obsessed dude named Jack, who looks more like a Paul Walker stunt double than a Final Fantasy protagonist. Well, I feel like he answers his own conundrum here in the first part. Main character looks completely out of place, but here's some good news from the newly fixed demo. His wardrobe quickly expands to include clothes and accessories that better fit the setting. There you go. It's a Souls-like game. Supposedly, it's going to be challenging, and you're rewarded for those challenges for defeating those challenges by looking more like a Final Fantasy character. From watching the trailer, I get the sense that these three people, they are not from this setting. Who knows what world they're from? And maybe as they go through it, they become more acclimated with that world. Now, granted, I know nothing about this game. I'm just going off of what I watched in the trailer and from this article. So this looks like one of the outfits he can... God, even I'm calling it an outfit. The gear that he can get. But Ian here goes on to say, I'm also a big fan of the face mask look, though that's probably more about the lingering trauma from the last year than a true fashion opinion. I don't even know what to make of that. I'm going to keep moving on. See, there's the face mask. Yep, he's COVID compliant. Jesus Christ. This final assemblage... Is that actually a word? Let me start over. This final ensemble of equipment is probably what folks were most expecting to see upon hearing the phrase Final Fantasy Souls-like. If you just ignore Jack's stupid face... He really hates this dude. His sister's ex-boyfriend, if he was even her boyfriend, really did a number on this guy. I think it would be easy to mistake him for a low-level Final Fantasy 14 player. His stupid face. He looks like the kind of guy that can Here, let me bring it back up here. Here we go. He looks like he's the kind of guy who might be able to outdrink you at the bar. He looks like the kind of guy that would have your back if you get into a fist fight. He looks like the kind of guy you can't trust your sister around. Oh, God. No, I couldn't help myself. I decided to go back to Twitter and take a look at the post from Kotaku. I might even take a little bit from the one from Bounding into Comics. I like reading their stuff. And just looking at the replies people had on this stuff. See, this person right here, he pointed out the exact same thing I did. Enjoyed a much better reception from fans had Square Enix revealed the game with a lead looking maybe 30% less Fboy. No one wants to play a Final Fantasy game as their sister's first scumbag boyfriend after she left for college. The writer of this article. I mean, go read that article. It was very rare I can feel somebody's emotion through text, but he was obviously angry. This headline isn't going to repair your parents' marriage, but can it kill chaos? For any of you who watched the trailer, go back. I admit it gets a little annoying how many times the word chaos is said. It's like, yeah, man, I get it. You want to kill chaos. I got it. Let's move on. Tell me something else about you, son. What were your parents like? Who was your last girlfriend? Did she just leave for college? I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at this nonsense. You hate him 'cause you ain't him. I think there's some truth in that one. You see, this is an example. Get off there, God. You see, this is an example of why games journalists get bullied. Oh, God. Somebody who looks like the main character banged his girlfriend 100%. Oh, God. I'm not even saying this one out loud. Okay, that's enough fun. At this point, I might get called out and somebody get mad at me and get banned off Twitter and God knows what else. But anyway, what do you guys think? Most likely, if I really think about it clearly instead of just trying to make fun of this, Most likely it was meant to get these clicks, which I admit it worked because I certainly clicked on it. I found it very entertaining. Is that what most of you think, or do you think that this guy is truly upset at the look of this guy, that he looks like an average everyday dude? But yeah, as always, give me your thoughts. I appreciate the likes and comments, all that good stuff. If you made it to this point, thank you very much. I know that your time is very valuable, and I thank you for spending it here. You have a great day. See you on the next video.